Looking for the sports channel, Gary.
Alrighty, this will be a quick weekly game plan video. These will be for stocks setting up with good patterns and good entry triggers. So last week we said that to go long on Disney over 133, and that was a nice move up all the way to about 137 area. So that was a nice trade. So that was Disney. We had a few triggers that didn't trigger, like Apple. Apple didn't trigger over 123. We talked about CETSY joining the S&P 500 over 120. That just never triggered. And then we said the QQQ short at 293, and that just never triggered, but that's okay. We had a few other triggers that are also really good. So last week we said to go long on Wkhs over 120 or over $20 a share, and we got a nice move up all the way to 24.50 and went as high as 25 after hours if you could get some shares out after there. And I got out at about 23, so that was Wkhs. And then we also said Shell, SHLL, over 53. And that gave and we said, watch out for 56. Over 53, we got as high as 57, and I was able to get out some shares at 55. So can't catch the top, but you can't, better. There's always a better place to get out, but there's always a worse place to get out. And then we also lastly said we're going to be shorting the SPY underneath 336, and we got a nice move down all the way to 331, and we got most of ours out at about 332.50. So that was last week. So this week we're also looking at Wkhs again, WKHS. For Wkhs, this is a nice, good bull flag up here. This is textbook solid. I don't like how we kind of spike this and then move down. So early confirmation over 24, and then you can add over 24.50, the old all-time high. So watch out for Wkhs. These usually continue to the upside, and that's just textbook. It's looking nice and juicy to me. Look at the PPO, momentum oscillator, MACD, whatever you want to call it. We had a nice bullish cross, and momentum is starting to really turn up. So watch out for these upper targets of 28 and 30. I'll probably just be trailing Wkhs with a wide stop of about $1.50. So Wkhs, that'll be our first thing in the game plan. Next up we've got is Facebook, and Facebook's just a great company to make a crap ton of money. If the market sells off, Facebook will sell off, but I will like to join the buyers over 270, so I'll get an early confirmation over 269, and I'll probably use about a $2.50 wide stop loss, first targeting 274 and then going as high as 275 and maybe even as high as 280. That's if the market is green. Next up we got is Peloton. They had amazing earnings last week, and they sold off. They took profits on the good news, and that was just because we were getting extended, so it was already priced in. They were anticipating the run-up. So now that we know that it's a great company and they're going to make bank, they're adapting, they're forward-looking, they're part of the future, we're looking for a dip buy somewhere in this 75/77 area. I'd love to get it at 77, and then just looking for a move all the way up to at least 79, potentially 80, and maybe we can target as high as 83 on Peloton, using about an hourly close as a stop of just under 76, a 75, however much you're willing to risk. But we should see a good bounce off of 77 if we're still selling off on Peloton. So Peloton will be a dip buy this week. Next up on the game plan is Tesla. And Tesla, if we go to our hour chart, they're going to be talking about battery day. We're looking for a potential run up into battery day. Momentum oscillators looking good, like it might want to curl up to the upside. And we got this kind of bull flag. It's a little bit counter trend channel, but it's still pretty good. So Tesla will be looking to go long over 380 and then targeting about 390. Maybe if you want an early quick scalp to 385. 400 and then 420 and maybe Tesla will get as high as 436. Tesla, they might be talking about expanding into the India market, which is huge. They're building, and Elon Musk is working on a little electric jet, so that'll be pretty cool. Hypersonic travel. They might even announce something like an SPCE merger. It's not confirmed, but it's just speculation. So if they announce an SPCE merger, watch for SPCE to run up. I won't be looking to trade SPCE until that news is confirmed, but that's just all speculation. So that's Tesla. And then lastly, we're looking at Disney. And Disney, if we start going up right away, we need to get going kind of right away. But if you want early confirmation over 135, but I'll probably be going long just over 136, targeting this gap of about 138.50 and then certainly 140 and then potentially as high as 141.70. That's this prior pivot right over here, if you want to take a look at that. So Disney, looking good. This is a bull flag, move up, sideways consolidation. These generally move to the upside. However, I don't like the momentum oscillator. It is showing to the downside. So you want to join Disney with the buyers. I would not potentially try to dip by Disney, unless Disney comes all the way down to something like 124, 123 area. Alrighty, that was the weekly game plan. Thanks for tuning in. See ya.